Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Last Window, The Secret of Cape West. We learned that William, is the son of the victim in the murder 13 years ago, as well as the person who sent us the order sheet. Also, he was going to kill us for a minute there, but he didn't. So, yeah. Come on, turn to story. December 26th. Chris Hyde, a person from the past. The truth of 25 years ago. Chapter 9, December 26th, 1980. December 26th. Today is the last Friday of the year. I didn't sleep very well at all last night. I get up early in the morning, head straight to the bathroom and take a refreshing cold shower. That goes a little way towards clearing my head. After the shock of what that guy told me last night, I've managed to calm down a bit. I leave the bathroom and take the towel I'd hung on my shoulder to dry my wet hair. I squat down in front of my speakers and take a record off the shelf. I mount the record on the turntable. And when I switch the player on, the record starts to spin. I place the needle carefully onto the top. The gentle, solemn sounds of a saxophone starts drifting from the speakers. I move myself over to the bed, sit on the edge and listen to the melody. That solemn sound that only a saxophone can deliver. For some reason, it makes my mind spring back to the words Will uttered to me last night. All I'm after now is the truth behind what happened 25 years ago. And then it dawns on me. The only one who can truly uncover all that happened is me. At that precise moment, I notice that the turntable has come to a halt. The melody that had kept me in a trance has ended. I throw on some clothes. I get through 2 cups of black coffee as I lounge on the sofa. I suppose I'd better let Rachel in on what happened last night. Finish mulling things over and haul myself off the sofa. God fucking damn it. Oh, that sounds like Dylan. Mr. Hyde, can we talk? What the hell does he want with me now? Dylan. Good morning. What do you want? Well, I've been so anxious to hear the next installment from last night. The next installment? Start making some sense or get out of here. You know, after you met me in front of room 306, what happened next? You met up with Mr. White, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. So, are you going to tell me what you were so keen to talk to him about? No, it's got nothing to do with you. But I really want to know. Come on, you can tell me. Listen, Dylan. Why the hell are you so keen to know anyway? Well, that's simple. I'm curious. Curious? Yeah, right. Huh? Spit it out, Dylan. Yeah, shit. Wait, no. You're You're inside room 306, right? What are you trying to say, Mr. Hyde? I was only in there because of the maintenance Mr. White asked me to take care of. I thought I told you the reason yesterday. Did he really ask you to take care of some maintenance, Dylan? He sure did. Because he told me a different story and it didn't include any maintenance. I'm telling you, he asked me. Why would Mr. White say something different to you? You've got to believe me. I was only in there because of the maintenance. Ah. Here you are, Dylan. I've been looking for you. Mrs. Patrice. What can I do for you? Actually, it's about Mr. White in room 306. He has a favor to ask you. Mrs. Patrice. Oh, hello there, Mr. Hyde. Are you having a good morning? What does Mr. White want? He called me only a moment ago and asked. He's not coming back to this building, you see. So he asked if Dylan could remove his remaining things. Mrs. Patrice. Does that mean he's officially vacated his room? Yes, it would seem so. He was due to move out next week, but he told me something urgent had suddenly arisen. That's what he called me to say. But he seemed quite keen to get the message to you, Dylan. I'd like you to clear out the remainder of Mr. White's things and furniture. Also, please take care of any repairs and such that need doing. No problem. I'd better get started. Catch you later. Dylan hastily makes his exit. I'm sure there'll be plenty more to do as we draw closer to next week. It's going to be far busier than usual around here, that's for sure. Have you finalized your moving arrangements, Mr. Hyde? Please feel free to let me know as soon as you have. Sure, I'll let you know once it's all been sorted. I appreciate that you're busy with numerous other things, but please be sure to let me know when what you're planning at your earliest convenience. I have to be sure everything has been accounted for before this place ceases to be. Don't sweat it. I'll let you know in good time. I've got some unfinished business to take care of first, though. Oh, such as what? I have to find something. Find something? Did you lose something during your stay here? Well, something got lost, alright, but it wasn't mine. But the fact remains, if it's gonna be found, I need to be the one to find it. Can you share with me what it is you're looking for? Listen, Mrs. Patrice. There's actually something I need to ask you about. Ask you about the thing I'm looking for. You need to ask me? Yes. Can you spare a few minutes? I'm not sure I want to, Mr. Hyde. You're acting very oddly indeed. What are you plotting? Don't worry. I've got no nasty surprises in store for you. Just a couple questions. It's pretty important to me, so I'd be grateful if you could spare me some time. There's no use hiding it, Mr. Hyde. I've already heard from Dylan. I know what you've been up to. What's Dylan been saying? He told me that you used to be a detective. And that, although he doesn't know why. You've been snooping around on the 4th floor. He told you that, didn't he? Did he? Now listen to me, Mr. Hyde. I don't know what your purpose is or what you're looking for, and I have no intention of making you tell me. All I want is to leave this place quietly and peacefully. That's why I'm going to ask you nicely. I've been honest with you up until now, and I've answered all your questions. I think I've been more than helpful to you. But please refrain from asking me anything further. I have nothing more to say to you.
You've got plenty to say. Don't try to deny it.
I'm telling you, I haven't.
Even if you have nothing to say to me, trust me, I've got plenty to say to you. I've got questions to ask and things to tell you.
Things to tell me? And what kind of things might they be?
So, you're listening now? I have a message from a member of Kathy McGrath's family.
I beg your pardon.
I'm sure you're not interested.
That's right, I'm not. Okay, Mr. Hyde, I give in. I can spare some time to talk with you.
I'll fit in with you. So just let me know when's good.
Shall we say this afternoon at 4 in my room?
It's a date.
Okay, I'll expect you then.
Mags leaves. 4 p.m. in Mags's room, huh? Better make a note of that. Wouldn't want to be late. Oh, it's a phone. Is it coming from my room?
Hello? Hello?
Hey, Rachel.
Morning, sweetie. Good news.
What is it?
You'll see after you've heard this voice. I'll pass you over.
Hi, it's Ed here. Ed, why are you so surprised? It's just, Rachel told me you wouldn't be out until the weekend. Yeah, well, that's what they told me at first. But I can't stand that damned place. Besides, I figured there's no way you and Rachel would last 5 minutes on your own. So I blew the doc's mind by making a miraculous recovery. Lucky for you, huh? Well, I'll tell you this for free. You're not so dumb that we can't take care of the place without you, you know. You don't have the first idea about how this place runs. If I left it to you two, I'd be out of business in no time. Especially with a lazy bum like you in charge. Anyway, it's all thanks to you, Hyde. I'm still worried about how this place would be without me. Place would work without me. I couldn't even die in peace. Yeah, well, glad you're still in the land of the living, Ed. Not exactly the greeting I was expecting, but hey. It's good to hear your voice. Now's not the time to start getting all soft, okay? How's the search for the item coming along? I know he sent me the order sheet. Turns out he's been living here under a false name. He's the son of Kathy McGrath. He was murdered there 13 years ago. Related to the victim, huh? That doesn't explain how he knew what you got up to behind the scenes. His name is Will McGrath. By day he pretends to be a salesman, but actually he's a lone thief. Claims he has contacts that can provide him with all sorts of information. Even knows about my dad. Impressive. What do you know about him? He said that Dad broke into Hotel Cape West 25 years ago with the intention of stealing the Scarlet Star. He what? This is what he told me. The incident 13 years ago and the one 25 years ago. He said they're both connected to Nile. But why did he send the order to you? He said he wanted to try and encourage me to take an interest in those incidents. Found it hard to believe that I wasn't looking into the truth behind Dad's death. Go on. Before he left, he gave me a clue to help me find the Scarlet Star. So where does that leave you now, Hyde? I'm gonna find out what the truth behind what happened 25 years ago. To do that, I need to continue looking for the missing item. Once I find the Scarlet Star, I have to deliver it to complete the order. Then Then I'll claim my reward of the truth of 25 years ago.
I see. Then do what you gotta do and keep searching. And don't stop until you've uncovered everything.
That's the plan.
I'm gonna pass you back to Rachel. Hello?
Rachel, keep an eye on him and don't let him push himself too hard. I've got to concentrate on finding this item, so I'll leave that to you.
Sure thing, Kyle. Before you go, I've got an update for you. You've asked me to get a hold of the last article written by Jack Green. Well, I managed to get it for you.
What did it say?
It's titled The Truth Behind Condor. It was meant to be an ongoing piece, but ended after the first part was published. At the end of the article, the following appears. There's a gigantic void behind the organized crime syndicate known as Condor. Condor has managed to invade justice, thwart police investigations, and successfully sell their stolen wares. But it seems unlikely that the group could have accomplished any of this with no outside assistance. There's no doubt in this writer's mind that an as-yet undisclosed force has been operating in the shadows behind Condor. Without this force, Condor would not exist. The next part of this article will expose the identity of this shadowy force. And that's where the article stops.
A force operating in the shadows behind Condor.
I take it you've heard about the recent jewelry thefts, right?
Yeah, there's even been some near here.
The series of thefts seem to bear all the marks of those carried out by Condor.
So they say.
There's going to be a TV news special showcasing the recent ones at 11.
I see.
Anyway, that's all I can offer you for now. I'll be in touch if I find out more.
A new show about the thefts resembling those of Condor. Sounds like the kind of thing I should watch. Whew. I suppose I'd better switch on the news. There's an old cartoon.
It's time for 5 News. Today we examine the recent spat of jewelry robberies occurring all over the city. The store owner has provided us with an interesting eyewitness account. Who is this mysterious woman that appears on the scene before every robbery? 5 News, as always, is hot on the heels of any lead. The day before the robbery occurred, a woman that I had never seen before entered the shop. I assumed she was just a customer, but she didn't seem to be interested in any items, and just wandered around the shop looking around. I couldn't see her face due to the black hat and sunglasses she wore.
Whoa, a black hat and sunglasses.
There's one other distinguishing feature. She wore a ring. Yes, a diamond ring. It was very noticeable. The diamond was flanked on both sides by rubies.
A diamond ring.
It was unmistakable. But we thought she was one of our richer customers, so we paid it no heed. Here we have an honest rendition of the mystery woman. The most obvious features are the wide-brimmed black hat and large sunglasses. She is also wearing a distinctive diamond ring.
That woman.
There are reports of this same woman appearing at the other robbed stores. Could this woman be the key to solving these cases? The LAPD are making her arrest their top priority. This is Robert Harrison at 405 News signing off.
The woman in the hat who appears before a theft. I'm sure that's the same one that I passed just outside this building. That diamond ring, too. There's something about it. Surely she couldn't be. Marie. Hear the sound of a door closed from somewhere nearby. Ah. Is that? I can hear the sounds of footsteps. It sounds like somebody's coming. Tony! Hey, Hyde! You're just in time! In time for what? Did you notice anybody come up here just now? No, I didn't see anyone. Seriously? I could have sworn someone did. That's pretty weird. Hey. Did you see somebody? Yeah, I sure did. It was that woman. Which woman would that be, Tony? You know, that woman. The one who was hanging around by the door last week with the hat. Her. That's who I saw coming in here just now. You sure it wasn't her? You sure it was her you saw? Positive. Not that it matters now, I've lost her. One thing's for sure though, she went up the stairs just ahead of me. You sure you didn't see anything at all? Not a thing. So she just disappeared. Anyway, I don't have time to waste on this. I better split. The woman in the hat. Maybe it's who I think it is after all. But why is she involved? Till 6. Who's there? I hear Marie's voice ring out from inside her room. It's me, Kyle. Ah, Mr. Hyde. Open the door, we need to talk. Hold on, I'll be right there. Yes? What can I do for you? I've had something on my mind since we last spoke. Did your insurance claim go? How did your insurance claim go? My insurance claim? Yeah, I just really wanted to know. I'm curious about Rex too. Has he been bothering you at all lately? Worried about me, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, kind of. Well, in that case, you'd better come in then. I must thank you, Mr. Hyde. Thank you for caring enough to come and ask how I'm doing. Yeah, I just felt like the right thing to do. I don't want to leave without knowing, you know. Quite the gentleman all of a sudden. Well, anyway, how's the moving preparation going? It's going well. So far, so good. I'm thinking about throwing most of the stuff out. I see. Does that mean the insurance money has come in as planned? It has, yes. Actually, just this morning the company called to tell me that they'll pay out. It's a really big weight off my mind. So, Rex's investigation is closed. I don't know. I haven't heard anything regarding the results. But the insurance company has already said that they'll be paying out, so I guess it's okay. So it would seem. Is something the matter, Mr. Hyde? just strikes me as odd.
What does?
Well, if the insurance company is happy to pay you the money, then that must mean that Rex's investigation painted you in a positive light. Which just seems strange.
You think it's strange that they agreed to pay me?
Yeah, kind of. It's on their payroll and the services don't come cheap. Typically, cases that they need looked into real badly. For the people trying to claim.
Really? I didn't know that.
Listen, Marie. You wouldn't be hiding anything from me, would you?
What are you implying, Mr. Hyde? That we agreed that I told you everything.
I'm not so sure it really was everything, though. In particular, the part about the woman in the hat.
What?
Ah!
Someone's at the door. Back in a moment.
Rex.
Well, if it isn't ex-Detective Hyde. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
We both know I don't need to answer your questions. I made to see Marie, not you. Me? What do you want with me? I'd like to know exactly what you did. This morning, the insurance company told me to cease my investigation into you. Say what? And now I'd like to know why. I'm not leaving here until you tell me. What makes you think I'd know? Oh, you know, alright. I'm sure of it. I want to know exactly how you managed to squirm your way out of this one. Maybe I should tell you what I think happened. And you don't want that. Now tell me exactly how you got the company to drop their investigation. I'm sure it'll provide some entertainment for Mr. Hyde here, too.
Marie!
Mr. Hyde,
Hey, where are you going? Marie makes for the door and escapes. Marie!
Hyde. I'm not sure what brought you here today, but before you two start planning a wedding, there are a few things that you want to know first.
Shut the fuck up. I'm here to interrogate her, bitch. I'll leave the room and go after Marie. Oh, that sounds like the elevator. It looks like it stopped at the roof.
Run, Kyle, run!
Just realized it's fire damage right there. There's old furniture and junk blocking the door to the roof. Oh, I'm getting through here. Them's the brakes, I guess.
Really? It's kind of ass.
Push the button for the roof. Where's Marie got to?
Marie! Why did you run out like that?
I was scared of him.
Scared of him? Why?
Because...
What does he have on you?
I don't know.
Come on, Marie, tell me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde. I can't. I'm keeping something from you.
What?
I just can't bring myself to tell you. I just can't. Please, Mr. Hyde, just leave me alone.
Marie, you gotta tell me. Marie! What am I gonna do to make her talk? Guess all I can do is try to find out by myself. I need to find some sort of evidence that'll make her tell me everything.
Yeah, this is gonna take a bit. Just traveling.
I probably shouldn't just go right in, but I got no choice if I'm gonna get through to Marie.
Okay. Not what I meant to press.
I think I'll have a poke around in the closet. Several boxes of wooden shoes are cluttering up the closet. There's something at the back. There's a dark gray jacket scrunched up at the back of the closet. It looks just like the one the mysterious woman was wearing. This looks like one piece of proof. Gotta look for more. A shoebox with a blue lid. Can't see a price tag, but I bet these shoes were expensive. These shoes look pricey. How many pairs of shoes does a dame need anyway? Looks like there's a box on top of the closet. It's too high for me to reach though. There's a cloth covered stool in front of the dresser. Okay, now to put this to good use. I'm gonna take the stool. Just carrying the stool around everywhere I go now. Using this here isn't going to be all that helpful.
I already did that. Oh.
Looks like there's a bathroom. Let me reach though.
What?
Right, I'll place the stool here.
box on top of the closet. I wonder what's inside. Interesting. These are the hat and sunglasses that woman was wearing. They take the hat and sunglasses. What's this envelope? There's no name written on the envelope, but the enclosed letter reads, "Come to the jewelry store at 18 o'clock wearing the appointed attire. So long as you follow the instructions, your identity will be safe. There's no use trying to escape either. We're in control." So this is the kind of letter Marie was getting. I take the threatening letter. Right. Time to make Marie sing.
Let's go. Okie dokie. I don't know why I feel so tired. Like I'm kind of confused why I'm so tired.
I push the button for the roof. Oh. She's gone, motherfucker. Where's Marie got to? She must be around here somewhere. There you are.
Look. Mr. Hyde?
It's okay, Marie. I know.
What do you know?
I know what you've been hiding. I know what you've done. The woman in the hat who always makes an appearance before the robberies. That's you, isn't it?
What?
Who put you up to it? Or was it the same people who sent you the threatening letters?
Mr. Hyde, you have no right to accuse me of anything. Besides, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Listen, Marie. The game's up. As I told you, I know everything.
Mr. Hyde?
Before you ask me for proof, how's this? I found these inside your room.
You what?
They're hidden inside a box on top of your closet. Care to explain what you're doing with them?
There.
I found this letter inside your room.
Oh no.
The letter contains... The letter contains instructions for you to follow. How the hell did you get yourself into this mess?
I...
This is your ring, right?
How did you get that, Mr. Hyde?
Betty gave it to me to return to you. Now would be a good time to talk to me, Marie. Why would you sell something so valuable? And while we're on the subject... Hold on. And while we're on the subject, the woman in the hat and sunglasses who appears before the robberies. Why does she wear a ring just like yours?
I don't know.
Maybe you'd just like to tell me about the condor engraving on the base.
That's...
There's no use trying to hide it anymore, Marie. Come clean and tell me.
I can't, Mr. Hyde. Not to you.
Why not?
Because there's no going back if I do. Not for me, anyway. You really don't want to hear what kind of person I truly am.
Do you remember what you said to me, Marie?
What I said to you?
Yeah. You said that when your brother died 13 years ago, people died to your side of the story, and it made your life miserable. I went on to say that you believed I would understand what you meant. Remember what I told you then? I said that if anything happened, no matter what, you could talk to me about it.
Yes, I remember. How could I forget? And truly, I truly wish I could tell you. Please, Mr. Hyde, please stop asking me to talk. Why won't you listen to me when I say I can't? I really can't tell you of all people. You can't know.
Come on, Marie. If I don't reveal your secret, sooner or later someone will.
Perhaps.
Marie, you understand the gravity of your situation. You need to get out while you can. I appreciate that the people ordering you around are intimidating you, but...
Of course I understand. That's precisely why I can't tell you anything.
Marie. Suddenly, Marie moves away from me and heads toward the roof's edge. Marie, what are you doing?
If only I'd met you earlier, Mr. Hyde. If I'd been able to tell you everything I've been keeping to myself, maybe things would have turned out differently. I really don't know what to do anymore. It's hopeless. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde.
Marie! Get down from there!
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at... What the fuck? Oh, I know what's going on. I need to go into the settings. Like the emulator settings. Hold on, hold on. So... Keep back! Do I think I need to pull this open? I think this is how you do it? Okay. Marie. Mr. Hyde. Okay, let me turn the microphone back on. Looks like I seriously underestimated what an idiot you were. If you want my help, why didn't you just ask? How could I have done that? After all, I'm the only one who knows how terrifying those people can be. Marie. What do you mean by those people? What do you mean by those people? I mean, I knew what my brother and husband had done. I found out the truth behind their deaths, too. And that's why I have to do what those people say. If you want an example of just how powerful they are, they're the ones who put an end to the insurance company's investigation. They are responsible for me receiving the insurance payout, Mr. Hyde. It was a kind of reward for doing what I was told. What had your brother and husband done? Well, as you know, they were both working at the hotel. But that was a cover for helping with the secret fencing operations that went on there. Fencing operations? Yes, they were selling stolen jewelry. The items to be sold were first brought into the hotel. Then potential buyers would follow, and if interested, would pay for the goods in cash. It seems Mike and Peter were willing to do anything if it made them money. And that included removing dead bodies and making evidence disappear. Even the ring that I got from Mike was one of the spoils from a successful job. Well, fuck, man. I thought your husband and brother were killed in accidents. That's what the police believed. But of course, they know differently. Since my husband and brother had served their purpose, they were to be disposed of. When Mike died and I received an insurance payout and married Peter. And when Peter's business failed and he died in an accident. All of it was orchestrated by them. That's what they told me. Do you know how I discovered the truth about Mike and Peter? It all started when I moved into these apartments. As I searched the things I brought with me, I found my husband's insurance policy. I decided to claim the money specified within, and so I contacted the company. Very soon after I'd done so, the calls started from the people in charge. I received phone calls and letters. Even people I'd never met before began to pay me visits. As time passed, I slowly began to piece together the truth. It had finally dawned on me what my brother and husband were involved in. It wasn't long before they decided I could be of use to them as well. So, up until then, you really had no idea what your husband and brother had been up to? I didn't have a clue. But I knew something was going on when Mike came home after work one day. He had this horrible wound and his clothes were bloody. I asked him time and again to tell me how it happened, but he refused to explain. He looked up at me with a sad face and told me that he had a secret to bear. One that I couldn't know. He said if I didn't promise to let it remain a secret, then he had no choice but to leave. He never did tell me. He took that secret to the grave. When I married Peter, he made me make the same promise. And just like Mike, he took it to the grave. Maybe not letting me know was their way of expressing their love to me. At least that's what I wanted to believe after I was told the truth. The truth is difficult to take in, isn't it, Mr. Hyde? They told me I had nowhere to hide. It was my fate. But my life literally belonged to them. This is precisely the reason why I've avoided making any friends here. At first, I even started to believe that the reason that Man Rex was here was to spy on me at their request.
Marie, who could possibly have the reach to do all this? Who the hell are they?
Niall.
Did you say Niall?
Yes. At least that's the name they use when they refer to themselves.
I see. Hey man, you gonna help us? Well, help me with the whole Niall thing. Rex. So that's how it is, huh?
You were listening in on us?
Yep. Every last word. Shocking stuff indeed. It's almost impossible to believe that Niall have got you under their control too.
You know about Niall?
If I didn't, you'll think I'd have bothered taking on your case. It's them I'm interested in, not you and your insurance policy. Rex, enough games. What are you really after? You could say I'm looking for the last piece of the puzzle. Forgive me, I've been somewhat inundated with puzzles lately. You'll have to be more specific. Well, quit interrupting and I'll tell ya. It's a puzzle that he left behind and which I've been trying to solve all this time. In fact, I've been piecing it together ever since he died 13 years ago. Well, is he? It's Jack, right? You talking about Jack Green? The guy you used to work with. How do you know about him? I got my own sources. I also know about the piece you wrote concerning Condor and its true identity. So I guess you've pretty much worked it all out, huh? You know that he was murdered. You know that he was murdered and all. Just as I suspected. So Jack Green was murdered after all. That's right. Of course, it was made to look like an accident. But he was murdered, alright. So, Hyde, have you pieced it together? Can you guess who's behind it all yet? Sure I can. It was... Niall. Well, give the man a round of applause. Niall has been behind Condor all along. Make no mistake, it was Niall that got him in the end. Jack Green was poised to expose the link between Niall and Condor. But Niall got wind of this and decided to silence him for good. That's what you're implying, right? That's the outcome of his actions, yeah, at least, yes. But there's more, much more, that only he and I know. The disturbing truth. What do you mean by a disturbing truth? A crime syndicate known as Condor began operating in the LA area. Oh, must be as far back as 25, maybe 26 years ago now. The LAPD figured that Condor was behind all the robberies that had been happening. But due to the distinct lack of material evidence, was never able to pin anything on them. They chose their targets and conducted their sales with such meticulous attention to detail that their crimes went virtually undetected by the police department. Condor always kept itself a few steps ahead, resulting in the LAPD coming up with squat. You understand, right?
what I'm getting at here?
Sure I do. You're suggesting that there is an informant working from inside the LAPD.
That's what we figured. Nothing that would be with nothing that would enable a case to be built against them. The robberies continued. That is, until 13 years ago, when they simply dropped off the face of the earth. By then, my friend Jack Green was dead. And Hotel Cape West had closed down for good. After Jack died, I kept on after Condor, asking and collecting information. But all that Jack had tried hard to uncover was buried in no longer news. I tried in vain to make the media listen to me, but the results were always the same. I wrote an article about Jack's death being the work of a criminal group, but, of course, it was branded a work of fiction and my name was mud. I've been driven out of my profession. But they underestimated my determination. I wasn't about to roll over and play dead. I wasn't going to let Jack's death be for nothing. I made it my mission to find and uncover the real crooks behind all the wrongdoing.
The real crooks.
Yeah, you didn't think Nile was operating by itself, did you? Make no mistake, if Nile continues to have the power and influence it does, it's only because there are so many people who use Nile to further their goals. Each and every one of them are connected to Nile behind the scenes, yet hiding in plain sight, perverting the course of justice. Hyde, I haven't forgotten when you compared me to an annoying fly, you know? But you're right, I've spent my life endlessly buzzing amongst filth. No matter how much people try to bat me away, I just won't give up. Well, I've got news for you. That's how I've been forced to live since Jack died. But even someone like me has values, things that drive them to keep going. In my case, there's one thing I have never let slip away.
Oh yeah? What might that be?
Persistence, Hyde. I absolutely will not rest until I finally uncover the truth. I made a promise when Jack died. I vowed that whatever the truth turned out to be, and however unbearable it was, I wouldn't look away. I'd make sure the entire world learned of it.
I think it's about time you told me exactly why you've been investigating Marie, Rex.
Well, both her brother Mike and her late husband Peter were involved with Condor. They both died in similar car accidents to Jack. There was no doubt in my mind that Marie was directly connected to Nile. I became obsessed with finding out why they seemingly let her go and disappeared. I was convinced that they must have been up to something behind the scenes. The thing that surprised me most, though, Hyde, was that somebody like you was living in this building. Jack had spent considerable time investigating your father. According to his research, the man whose body was found in the parking lot 25 years ago was in league with Condor, and he was bumped off because he knew the truth about Nile.
What did you say? I think my dad was working for Condor.
Jack seemed to think so, or at least that's what he wrote in his notebook.
God damn, I have to fucking call Louie.
But like I said, like so many other things, there was no concrete proof to back up his theories. One undeniable fact was that when your father was killed, the elusive Scarlet Star diamond that Condor had stolen went missing, vanishing without a trace.
The Scarlet Star.
Hyde. Nile is resurrecting the Condor name using Marie. I'm sure there's some kind of ulterior motive behind it. I've got nothing yet, but rest assured I'll get to the bottom of this if it kills me. Marie. Yes? We won't be seeing each other after today. I'll no longer be hanging around keeping tabs on you. I'll leave you with this piece of advice. Get yourself out of this town. Do it as soon as you can. I can't just leave. And even if I do you think Nile is just going to forget about me? Not without my help. What do you mean? Come on, how do you think I've stayed alive this long while looking into them? Even an annoying fly like me has a few survival tricks up his sleeves. If you want a fighting chance of getting away, meet at Union Station at 6 tomorrow morning. I'll wait for 10 minutes. If you don't show by then, I'll be gone. Right. This is the last thing I'll be seeing of your ugly mug too, Hyde.
Hold back the tears.
What are you gonna do now?
Like you need to ask. I'll find something to keep me occupied around here. Trust me.
Always the joker. I've tried, but I can't wake you up, man. After all, what would an annoying fly know anyway? See you around.
Hey, Rex.
What now?
I've got something for you.
Ah, I see. So you did have it. I thought as much.
You mean you noticed it was gone?
Of course I did. What do you take me for? Anyway, I'm out of here.
Rex gets into the elevator and leaves the roof. Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Did sometimes think. You heard what he offered me though, right? Besides, nobody knows what'll happen from now. Maybe I've got a chance.
You think you're gonna be alright by yourself?
Mr. Hyde?
Yeah.
Will be just fine. I'm a lot stronger than I look, you know. And one more thing. Thanks for listening to me. I honestly thought I'd never be able to open up to anyone. That is, until you came along. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde.
Murray gets into the elevator and leaves the roof. Murray. It's my pager. I'd better head back to my room. Oh.
Still got a lot of chapter left, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm gonna need a really long stretch after this video is over. After I finish recording.
What's this? Dylan. Hey.
Oh, Mr. Hyde.
What do you want?
Nothing much.
Well, there must be something or you wouldn't be hanging around outside my room.
Steady on. I'm not up to anything. I'm just taking care of some maintenance. I thought it would be a good time to check the second floor doors.
I see.
So anyway, Mr. Hyde, what was that all about just now with Rex? I know. I saw, you know. Just a shifty character. Saw him head up to the roof in the elevator.
Yeah, what else did you see?
What did he want up there?
You know, stuff.
But do you know what he did before he headed up to the roof? I do. He took a trip to room 206. Ree's place, that's what. Don't you think it's a little strange? In my opinion, they're into something together.
I've got better things to do than listen to your crap, Dylan. I couldn't care less what Rex had wanted up there on the roof.
Are you sure about that? I'm pretty sure you're actually quite interested.
Yeah, and when did you become a psychologist?
I'm sure because you're up there too until just now. How could I possibly believe you're not interested after seeing that?
Look, Dylan.
I just want to know. What happened up there?
Rex won't be coming around here anymore. That's what he said, right before he left.
Really?
You're right about me being up. You're right about me being up there too. You and I were putting this record straight. That's when he told me that he won't be showing his face around here again.
Does that mean he got what he came for?
Guess it does.
Wasn't he looking into the insurance policy Marie's late husband set up? That's right, isn't it? Did he prove that she was trying to get away with fraud?
No, he didn't. And you know why? Because she wasn't involved in fraud to begin with.
Oh, okay then.
She'll get the money just like she deserves.
I see.
Dylan finishes talking and lurches off. Jesus Christ, this man. Time to give Rachel a call.
Fred Crown, how may I help you?
It's me. What's up?
Fred wants to speak to you.
Can't wait.
I'll hand you over. Hi, it's me. We got some news courtesy of an old friend of mine at the LAPD. It's about the possibility of Condor having made a return to the scene. Sources within the LAPD seem to think that this is a warning in response to mayoral candidate Hugh Speck's planned campaign against organized crime.
Warning?
Yes, a blatant warning made by Nile. It's their way of saying that if the police choose to strike against them, they've got their own counter-strike ready to be deployed.
Hang on, why would Nile use the resurrection of Condor as a retaliation against the LAPD? Doesn't add up.
A friend of mine on the force once let slip that with regards to Nile, there's something the LAPD aren't letting on. And it concerns Condor, whatever it is, they certainly don't want it made public.
Ed, do you think there's any way you can get more information on that?
More? I suppose if there's any more to be had. Might be possible.
I'd been unearthing some facts of my own too.
Have you?
Listen, Ed. There was a guy 13 years ago who thought he'd discovered a link between Nile and Condor. He woke up dead, but a friend of his told me my dad may have been somehow involved.
Okay, see what I can do. Perhaps if I extend the net to include what Frank Raver was doing, we might get lucky.
It'd be helpful. Condor, Nile, and now LAPD. 25 years ago, the Scarlet Star disappeared at the same time my dad did. What the hell is connecting all these things? My buzzer suddenly sounds. Who's that? Oh, it's you.
I have something I'd like to ask you, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, what is it?
I just heard something from Dylan. He told me that you, Rex, and Marie from room 206 had a little gathering on the roof. Not long ago either. Was he right?
What if we did? I don't see that it's got anything to do with you.
I thought I'd made it clear when we last spoke. You were supposed to keep your nose out of these things. I thought we'd reach an agreement that you would no longer interfere. I distinctly remember telling you to avoid contact with the people in that picture.
Right, you did say something like that. I chose to ignore you, but I don't remember us coming to any kind of agreement over what I'd do.
Oh, you don't, do you? Don't let your desire for the truth come between me and my investigation, Mr. Hyde.
Look, I'm not out to get in your way, alright? Not like I woke up and decided, better chat with Rex and Marie on the roof.
And what was your reason for talking to them?
Sorry to be the one to break this to you, Frank, but we've got a similar agenda. We both need to find something out before leaving this dump.
I beg your pardon?
I just happen to have a few questions I needed to ask them. And so I went ahead and did. Simple as that.
You had questions for them? Would you care to tell me what you asked and why?
Listen, Frank. You really want to know what we talked about up there?
Naturally, that's why I'm asking.
Well, as it happens, I have some questions for you first. You and Dylan seemed very keen to find out what we talked about up there. Why is that?
That's because...
Also, I'd like you to know that I've been looking into you too, Frank.
You have?
Not only you either. I've done some research on Kathy McGrath's murder that happened here 13 years ago. Last but not least, I've been looking into the elusive Condor.
So that's how it is. Now, may I ask, what have you found out?
Pretty much everything you know.
I seriously doubt that, Mr. Hyde. There's no way you've been able to obtain the same level of information as me. I think it's about time you stopped exaggerating. I'm aware of the fact you were a detective, and you made your way here from Manhattan, but I was on the LAPD when the incident occurred, and I've been investigating ever since. There's no way on earth that you could be more informed than I am, Mr. Hyde.
That's right, you keep telling yourself that, old man. Actually, I know quite a lot about the incident. How your past and your past to boot.
Let's see just what you know, shall we? Tell me what you know about me.
Hold on. Hold on. I know that when you were in your 40s, you were singled out in an internal investigation.
What?
Back in the day, you were considered quite a detective. One of the best, in fact. But with one problem. You were willing to go to any lengths to guarantee an arrest. Because of this, you were taken out of the position you loved so much.
It seems you've done your research, Mr. Hyde. But I have to ask, how did you come across such detailed information?
You know, you don't need to worry about how I came across it, just that I know it. Probably a good idea not to ask any more stupid questions, too.
I'll ask whatever I please. So I take it you also know about the link between Condor and a certain organization.
I know Niles behind Condor. I'll ask how you tried to expose this connection that wound up in the morgue.
You certainly have done your homework. How did you make so much progress in your investigation, may I ask?
Didn't I already tell you? We share a similar agenda. We both want to find out. We both want to find something out before leaving here. You set on finding out what happened in the incident 13 years ago. Now I'm looking into another incident that happened here a long time ago.
Really? In which incident would that be?
The one that happened 25 years ago.
What?
Frank. Do you know what happened 25 years ago?
Of course I do. Master Hyde, tell me, what are you trying to discover about the incident 25 years ago?
I'm trying to find something. To be precise, I want to find the Scarlet Star that went missing from Hotel Cape West.
Did you say Scarlet Star? How the hell did you learn about the Scarlet Star, Mr. Hyde?
Frank, you know about the Scarlet Star?
Of course I do. If I'm not mistaken, it was kept secured in the safe at Hotel Cape West. It was well protected there. But by all means, beyond what I know, it simply disappeared. With the hotel manager, Michael McGrath, was likely to know what happened to it.
Michael McGrath.
Now, Mr. Hyde, please tell me how you came to know about the Scarlet Star.
I heard it firsthand from Michael McGrath's son.
Michael McGrath's son?
It was told about it by his father, Michael, prior to his death. He was the one that sent me after it in the first place.
So Michael McGrath is dead, am I right?
Yeah, he died of an illness 3 years ago. Before he died, he told his son, who was responsible for the death of his wife, Kathy.
I see. It would appear that we have a lot to discuss, Mr. Hyde.
You're probably right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde, but I'm going to have to stop there for now. Let's meet again later and continue this conversation.
Sure, probably for the best. Where shall we meet?
Shall we say Lucky's Cafe at 5?
That'll work. I'll be there.
Until then, Mr. Hyde.
Oh. It's my phone. Hello. On the other end of the line, I can hear a shaky voice. Who's that?
It's me, Mr. Hyde.
Marie, what do you want?
I'm scared, Mr. Hyde.
Why? What happened?
There's somebody outside my room. I've been there for a while now.
Somebody's outside your room.
I think they're keeping tabs on me. I'm so scared.
Sit tight. Whatever you do, don't leave your room. I'll be over right away.
Okay, hurry.
Where the hell could it be? That's...
God damn it, Dylan. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dylan! Hey!
Hi, Mr. Hyde.
What are you doing here?
Nothing much.
More maintenance, huh?
Yes, that's right.
Don't lie to me!
What?
Tell me what you're really doing hanging around here.
What I'm really doing, I don't understand.
Don't play dumb with me. You were desperate to find out what happened on the roof. Then you went out of your way to speak to Frank. Now you're loitering in front of Marie's room. What are you after?
What are you trying to imply, Mr. Hyde? You're jumping to conclusions.
Dylan looks annoyed as he moves away and heads up to the 3rd floor. I don't trust him one bit.
Who's there?
I hear Marie's voice from inside her room. It's me, Kyle.
Mr. Hyde?
Open the door, we need to talk.
Okay, just one moment.
Your mystery stalker's been unmasked. It was Dylan.
Dylan?
Yeah, I caught him hanging around out here just now.
Why would he be hanging around here?
He's been curious about the chat me, you, and Rex had up on the roof. Tried to get me to spill the beans earlier.
Why would he care what we talked about?
It turns out that he knew you even before coming here.
He did? How?
Apparently, he was called to your old place to do some repair work on the pipes.
Funny, I can't remember him. Besides, we always used the same company to take care of any pipe trouble. I'm absolutely positive he has never been to my old house.
Interesting. I knew he was up to something, but this is really suspicious. Marie, I need you to show me something. Remember the letter you received. I need to see it.
Of course. Here.
I take the threatening letter. So I guess Rex wasn't the sender of this letter after all. That can only mean...
Mr. Hyde, are you going to suggest that the person who sent me this was...
Yeah, I think I am. Don't mind if I keep hold of this for now.
Not really, but what do you plan to do with it?
Never you mind. Don't worry though, it won't cause you any trouble. Hurry, I'll be back. Don't let anyone into your room until I say so.
I suppose I'll just have to trust you then. Okay. I run into every fucking wall. Okay, I'm gonna save first because it's about to be an interrogation here. Hurry up, game. Save. Mr. Hyde? I'm sorry, but I'm kind of busy right now.
This won't take long, Dylan. I've got something to show you.
What is it?
Not here, inside.
Inside?
Trust me, if anyone saw me showing you this, your life wouldn't be worth living.
Suppose you'd better come in then. The fuck happened there?
Was he packing something anyhow? Is packing something away?
Why'd I say anyhow?
Looks like you're busy getting ready for the big move, huh?
Yeah.
Packing your stuff up. Where are you? Guess that would explain why you're flustered. Were you planning on heading out somewhere later?
Yeah, you know, just going out.
I see.
That's why I can't really give you much of my time at the moment. What was it you wanted to show me?
This. Does it look familiar?
Aye.
In case you haven't noticed, it's a threatening letter that was sent to Marie.
Oh, is that what it is?
There's no more hiding, Dylan. I know exactly who you are.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't give me that bullshit. Tell me who you are.
Please, mister, don't shout at me like that.
And start talking. You can start with what you were really doing outside Marie's room.
Right.
Dylan, I know what you were doing. You were keeping tabs on Marie.
What? I was just doing what I was told to do.
You knew Marie before you came here. Or so you claim.
That's right, I did. I used to do the plumbing in her old house.
Something doesn't add up, Dylan. You've never been to her old house.
What?
She told me that whenever they had problems, they used the same service. So now we've established that you haven't been there. How do you really know her?
That's because I was given some information about her.
Dylan, who told you to watch Marie?
I can't tell you that.
Not that it matters. I already know the answer.
Yeah? What do you think now? What do you think you know?
I know who told you to watch her. Niall? It was Niall.
Niall?
That's it, isn't it, Dylan?
I don't believe it. How the hell did you manage to find out so much?
You wrote that threatening letter to me under the orders of Niall. Which means you were likely placed here to watch over the tenants and send the letters.
What the fuck? He works with Niall. What can I say? My job was to stay here and watch over those women.
What kind of information did you receive?
That would be?
It was information you had to relay to her, wasn't it?
That's right. But do you know what kind of information it was?
Sure. It was about... It was about her brother and husband working for Condor.
Yeah, they just didn't get along. Her and her husband, they just didn't get along. Right again. Marie was a relative of ex-Condor operatives. She didn't know this, even after the both of them had died. Condor may have disappeared 13 years ago, but it left behind some woman who would come in handy for Niall. Condor proved to be a useful subject to Niall in more ways than one.
The one you were supposed to watch. Which woman would they be?
Do you really need to ask? I thought you'd have figured it out by now.
Tell me.
Well, it's Marie and that Patrice woman, of course. Patrice especially. I'm sure she's still hiding something in her room.
Mags is hiding something in her room.
Yeah, there's no mistaking it, if you watched her like I have.
How did Niall hope to use Condor?
I thought that would have been obvious. They used them to liaise, I don't know how to say that word, with the LAPD.
Liaise with the LAPD?
Sure, as you no doubt already know, not a single member of Condor was taken down. Why do you think that was? It was because of the corrupt element in the department working on the Condor case. Well, Mr. Hyde, looks like you finally managed to expose my true identity.
It looks that way.
When did you realize?
I knew there was something fishy about you as soon as we started having our little chats.
You figured me out in a single week, huh? Looking back, maybe I shouldn't have spoken to you so much. If I'd taken that approach, I might have been able to get to the end of my stay here without arousing any suspicion, and just to continue to be the maintenance man Dylan. Still, I guess there's no use crying over spilt milk. Come to think of it, maybe the timing was pretty good.
Hold it right there. What do you mean the timing was pretty good? What are you planning now?
I've got just one thing left to do. Let them know that Kyle Hyde is onto them. It is likely to be an obstacle.
What did you say?
What's the matter? Scared of big bad Niall? You must have guessed that once you exposed me, you'd put yourself into the line of fire. Don't tell me you never considered it.
Sure I did. But you think that's gonna put me off? I won't be intimidated by scum like you.
Well, I admire your nerve. With guts like that, you're wasted being a salesman.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. I've got a nerve alright. Enough of it to shoot an ex-partner of mine who worked for Niall. I may have quit the force, but there are certain things you can't shake off. Dylan, I don't get many opportunities to chat to criminal lowlifes like you anymore.
Hey, don't push it.
So I'd like to use this chance to ask you something. You're going to tell them that I've blown your cover. But what's going to happen to you?
What are you trying to say?
You really think they're gonna keep a guy around who can't even remain in disguise? Mark my words, based on the Niall I know, this isn't gonna end well. At least not for you. You'll be the first to disappear.
What do you mean by that?
I'm pretty sure that once you've given them what they want, they'll figure there's no sense in keeping somebody whose cover's been exposed. And what do you think will happen to you? You can't exactly hand yourself over to the LAPD, can you? Not after what you told me just now. If Niall really does have a mole on the force, and you hand yourself in, you'll be digging your own grave.
Are you threatening me?
Not at all. Just letting you know the facts. Then when they've disposed of you, it won't be long before they may take me out too.
It's not going to be like that. I'm sure of it.
Come on, Dylan. Wise up. What are you going to do?
I haven't got a clue. What can I do?
You've got yourself into a real fix.
Come on, answer me!
Maybe we can strike up some kind of deal. Here's what I'm thinking. Since my life's also in danger, perhaps if we agreed to keep recent events to ourselves, we can both make a clean break. By the time Niall realizes the lack of contact means you've gone, he'll come looking. But you would have gained yourself a couple of days head start.
A couple of days? What's that going to stop him? Where the hell can I run to? Not to mention, how can I be sure that you'll keep quiet about me?
If you're stuck for somewhere to run, call me tomorrow night. I know a way you can escape undetected. Whether you choose to believe me or not is totally your call, though. Dylan? Huh? Dylan's right arm moves.
Don't move! What you said sounds good, but I'm not so sure I'm the kind of guy who believes everything at face value.
It's decision time, Dylan. What's it gonna be? This is the second time in 2 days I've been held at gunpoint.
I'm going to have to think about all this. That stuff you said, that's something I can't decide upon lightly. After all, both our lives are in danger here.
You got that right.
So I figured. We've lived here under the same roof for a while now. I think we can reach some sort of agreement. Here's what I'll do. I'll wait until tomorrow night to give you my answer. Before then, neither I or Niall will make any sort of move. I think we could both do with some rest tonight. Now just stand still and don't make a move until I'm out of here. You got that? Catch you later, Mr. Hyde.
Dylan gives me a sarcastic little smile as he leaves the room. Asshole. Better let Mary know about Dylan.
Mina wants to kill me. No, she's 206. Apparently, if you still have the $1,000, you would have given it to her here. Which, you know, might have helped, but I don't know. I wanted to get Tony back on his feet. I don't know. He's not the one. Oh, no, he was also a criminal. I don't know. If I knew that having the money means I would have given it to Marie still, I probably would have kept it. But I didn't know, so I just gave it to Tony. Who's there?
Yeah, it's me, Kyle.
Mr. Hyde.
Open the door.
Okay, just a moment.
Dylan was behind the threatening letter you received.
What?
He was also the person keeping tabs on your whereabouts.
So he is with Niall after all.
Yeah, he is. The good news is that, after I exposed him, he left.
Really? He's gone?
Yeah. Let's just say I gave the guy a little scare that sent him packing. Should be enough to keep him away until you're safely out of town, anyway.
Mr. Hyde?
Here's your letter back.
Mr. Hyde? I've made up my mind. I'm going to take the chance and leave.
I see.
Please don't worry about me. After all, I already told you I'm stronger than I look.
Marie.
You've helped me so much after talking to you. I think I'm ready to make a run for it, no matter what lies ahead. Thank you for everything.
As soon as I leave here, lock the door and don't let anyone in. You got that? And when you leave tomorrow, don't tell us what you're doing.
"4 p.m.
$4:00. I better make my way to see Mags.
Who is it?
It's Kyle Hyde.
Oh, Mr. Hyde.
You said 4:00, right? Get open the door. I've got something really important that we need to talk about.
So I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde. I'm a little busy at the moment. Could we continue the chat in the morning from this morning another time?
Are you serious?
Now wasn't a very good time. Please come back later.
Now what? Maybe I should just head upstairs and try again later.
Bro, let me run. Not run. Let me walk. Let me exist. Mr. Hyde.
Oh, hi there. Great, now Frank wants me.
I've been looking for you.
I thought we were meeting later. What do you want?
You were in Dylan's room earlier, am I right?
Yeah.
You looked quite agitated when he left. May I ask what happened in there?
He's gone. He got his losses and left.
He left?
As it turns out, he's on Niall's payroll. Once I'd managed to get that out of him, he fled.
It's all slotting into place. Looks like it's true about him being the person Niall sent here too. It seems my instincts haven't let me down after all.
Did you suspect Dylan?
In a manner of speaking.
Did you manage to uncover something about Dylan?
Not directly. But I noticed how defensive he was.
So, what put you onto him?
There was something strange about him, something he just couldn't hide. Kind of like a smell that can only be picked up by the seasoned detectives like me.
Guess he set off your detective instincts.
Yes, you could say that. I noticed that his movements seemed deliberate, and they were done to match his.
Hers?
Yes, Mrs. Patrice, of course. And when you understand what kind of woman she is, as I do, you would appreciate that Dylan's movements are rather suspicious. That was the motivation behind me wanting to investigate where he was frequenting.
What kind of woman do you think Mrs. Patrice is?
Of course, I had my own information about her, but after hearing yours, I deduced that Mrs. Patrice is quite clearly the wife of a villain. Her late husband, George Patrice, was a close friend of Michael McGrath, the one-time owner of Hotel Cape West. He also just happened to be the prime suspect in the murder of Kathy McGrath, who told me that you were able to have a conversation with Michael's son. I would think that he would have told you then that he had marked a certain individual as Kathy's murderer.
That individual was George Patrice.
Precisely. That was some conclusion that the first detective on the case came to.
So, George Patrice was the #1 suspect, huh?
That's what the detective in charge of the original case thought, at least. At the time of the victim's death, he was absent from the party and was without an alibi. Conveniently for him, though, his wife, Margaret, provided him with an alibi later on.
You believe he was responsible for the murder?
I must admit I do. Hold on. Okay.
I see.
Not only that, I also firmly believe that he knew the whereabouts of the missing Scarlet Star.
What?
And if Niall had been using Dylan to watch Mrs. Patrice, then there's no doubt.
Let me get this straight. Earlier you said there was only one person who knew where the Scarlet Star was. And that person was the hotel manager, Michael McGrath. Why then would you say that George Patrice knew?
I mean that Nat McGrath was the only person working at the hotel who knew. But when we're talking about George Patrice, Condor's ringleader, well, I find it hard to believe he didn't know all there was to know. There's something more I have to say about the Scarlet Star, though.
Where was Dylan frequenting?
Yeah, the fourth floor and the basement, vacant rooms, too. He also tended to enter other tenants' rooms, insisting he was merely doing maintenance. I can't tell you how many times I spotted him leaving room 306, for example. Goes without saying that he went into Mrs. Patrice's room as well.
What do you think he was up to?
Monitoring and information gathering, all to find clues to locate the Scarlet Star.
He was looking for it. So Dylan knew about it too. They let some underling know about the Scarlet Star. What else do you know?
I'd intended to talk about that in the cafe.
Come on, you've mentioned this much. I think you need to tell me everything.
You're very persuasive, Mr. Hyde. This is how I see it. Michael McGrath was in possession of the Scarlet Star, but when his wife was killed off, he naturally became frightened. And he hid it where nobody else would be able to find it.
You mean like in a building that used to be a hotel?
Indeed. And I'm positive that he left some sort of means to locate it again later on. He must have figured that at some point somebody would try to obtain the Scarlet Star.
You thought that someone would come looking for it.
Yes, the same people that knew the truth behind its disappearance.
But who are these people?
Condor, ringleader, George Patrice's wife, Margaret. Mike Porter and Peter Rivette, too, naturally. Niall would have been aware as well.
Mike and Peter were part of Marie's family.
The only ones to survive up until the present day are Mrs. Patrice and Niall.
Out of all the people who knew the truth about how Scarlet Star disappeared, only Mrs. Patrice and Niall are left. Hold on. Frank, there's one more person who knew about the disappearance of the Scarlet Star.
There is?
You! You know exactly how it came to be missing, don't you?
Aye.
It won't come clean now, and this conversation is over.
Fine, have it your way. The reason I've been looking into the events of this building's past is to restore a certain reputation.
His reputation needs restoring.
Mine, of course. Yours. 25 years ago, as part of the investigation into Condor, Mr. Hyde. During this investigation, I learned something about Hotel Cape West. Found out that this was where Condor conducted their fencing of stolen jewelry. Soon after that, an internal investigation took place and I was removed from the case. I believe I was the victim of a conspiracy perpetrated by a certain person.
What kind of conspiracy?
It was a plot to remove the person poised to unveil the truth about Condor. Not only did he ruin my good name, but he also deepened his allegiance with Niall.
This person, the one who orchestrated the conspiracy. Are you talking about the mayoral candidate Hugh Speck?
I am. He rants incessantly about crushing crime, which got him into the world of politics. But the truth is, it's all a front. He doesn't mean a word of it. I'll tell you now, my ultimate aim is to bring him and his corruption down. If I can do that, I have no doubt my reputation will be restored. Mr. Hyde, listen to me. I must sound like some doddering old fool. I was once just a plain and simple detective who wanted for nothing. When I was younger, I was bad-tempered and eager to prove myself. Even though I didn't conform with the norm, I did my job and fought for justice. Then that man and his damned internal investigation stripped me of everything. And all of a sudden I was just a cog in the machine, working behind a desk. But there was one thing that they couldn't take away from me, and that was my pride. I quit my job and vowed to uncover the truth behind what had happened.
Let me get this straight. Your reason for searching for dirt on Hugh Speck is to try and expose the link between Niall and the LAPD.
Exactly. I'm positive, Mr. Hyde, that the Scarlet Star lays hidden somewhere in this building. If I can only find it, I know it will prove to be an invaluable piece of evidence. Michael McGrath definitely left some sort of clue behind before he did. Something that will enable me to finish what I've been trying to do all these years.
So, you've been trying to find some sort of clue up on the 4th floor?
Yes, but all my efforts appear to have been in vain. I've not found a thing. There's always a chance that somebody got to it before me and moved it, though.
Moved it? That reminds me. Didn't Dylan say something?
It's Marion Patrice, and that Patrice woman, of course. Patrice especially. I'm sure she's still hiding something in her room. Yeah, there's no mistaking it if you've watched her like I have. Mr. Hyde?
Yeah?
What are you thinking about? Would I be wrong if I suspected you of knowing something? Perhaps something about the place Michael McGrath hid that clue.
Dream on. If I knew something about that, you think I'd still be gassing to you?
Then forgive me. It's just that the look on your face made me think so. You must tell me if you know something.
Stand on, Granddad. That tone will get you nowhere. I told you I don't know anything.
You're lying, I know it.
Look, when I say I don't know, it means I don't know.
You can't trick me. Mr. Hyde, you know something and there's no denying it. Now, tell me what it is.
Hey, keep bawling like that and you'll draw a crowd. Is that what you want? Why are you so agitated all of a sudden?
I'm not agitated at all. I just needed to be sure you weren't attempting to hide anything from me.
Trying to force it out of me, huh?
Well, Mr. Hyde, since we appear to have exhausted this line of conversation, I see no need to meet you in the cafe after all. I assume you agree? Well then, I'll be going.
Frank moves away and heads up the stairs. Gotta give it to the old guy. He sure wants to find that hiding place. I guess he won't give up until he's found Michael McGrath's secret. Somebody's coming down the stairs. Who's that? Mr. Hyde, can you spare a moment? What now? I thought we said all we needed to say to each other.
I wanted to apologize for how I acted just now. I didn't intend to make you angry. It's just like you said. I am looking for some kind of evidence on Hugh Speck, and that's why I need to find what Michael McGrath left behind. I was curious to see what we could turn up if we put our minds together.
Do you have any idea where it might be hidden?
Yes, I'm sure it's in one of two places. Either the fourth floor, in a place I haven't checked yet, or inside Mrs. Patrice's room.
Mags's room.
Yes, there's a very high likelihood that something is hidden in there. I was hoping you might have already discovered something on one of your visits there. But since it appears you haven't...
Come on, spit it out. What do you want to say? If you've got something you want to say, I'd rather you just say it.
Very well, I will. Would you be willing to team up with me so we can search Mrs. Patrice's room?
Seriously?
You're the only one who I can talk to candidly regarding this.
Let's agree. How are you proposing we go about searching her place?
I plan to ask her to meet me in the cafe where I'll keep her talking for an hour or so, during which time you can take a thorough look around her room.
And the small matter of a key.
Don't you worry about that. I'll see that she leaves the door unlocked. You can leave that side of the operation to me.
Does Mags know you've been looking into Condor?
I doubt it, Mr. Hyde. As far as I can tell, she suspects nothing. I'm sure you're just as eager to have a closer look around her room as I am, Mr. Hyde. Am I right?
You might be.
Then it's settled. I'll go and ask her to join me in the cafe. And as soon as she's left her room and come with me to the cafe, you should go inside. What you're looking for is...
Yeah, I know. You want me to find something left behind by Michael McGrath.
Precisely. Once you're done with your search, come to the cafe. We can discuss what you find after you arrive.
Yeah, I got it loud and clear.
Then we'll regroup there.
Frank nods and heads towards Mags's room. I can hear voices.
Yes, I understand. Let's go to the cafe.
The sound of footsteps and the two voices trail off towards the cafe.
Yoink. I don't know why I'm saying yoink. I'm not taking anything. I'm just breaking and entering.
I don't know how he did it, but the door's unlocked. Secret mission to rifle through Mags's room for clues is now in effect.
Okay. Hold on.
I'd say the huge fireplace is probably the centerpiece of this room. The large opening hangs above the fireplace. Big surprise, it's my flowers. Being designed by an artist. By the artist, but I don't recognize the name. The only artist I know anything about is Osterzone. That guy doesn't exist.
Okay. What? Here.
was trying to get me to search. Oh! I'm dumb. Margaret's bedroom. Her bedroom. I'd better search here too. Something's on the floor under the table. What's this? Looks like a piece of paper. It's got something written on it, alright, but the lowest part's missing. Lower part's missing. The beginning read, "We know everything. Leave this apartment and its secrets immediately." Niall doesn't forget, and still bears a grudge against the wife of George Patrice. This is part of a threatening letter. That reminds me, Mag said something when she received that package.
I have my reasons for jumping to such conclusions, especially with a threat like this. Though I thought it was somebody's idea of a joke at first and tore it up. But when I saw the lack of a sender on that package just now, the contents of this letter came back to me in a flash.
This must be the missing piece of the letter that she showed me from before. So the sender was Niall. The closet is pretty big. Mags must have a lot of clothes. There's a red handbag at the bottom of the closet. Looks like it's seen a few wars. There's something covered in a white cloth stuffed into the corner of the closet. What the hell's this? Maybe I should open it up and take a look. There's a nice looking ornamental wooden box inside. I wonder what's inside this thing. Music box. Wait, hold on. There's something stuck in the drum. It looks like a key. What's a key doing in there?
I need to have this up. Hold on.
The music stopped. What the hell am I supposed to do? Think hide. Think I'll try again. Here we go. I can move the key if I push this thing. Hold on, I'm kind of confused.
I kind of understand.
Okay. Hmm. Hold on. Okay, this is... No! The jump's keeping it in there. I don't know how to do this. Hold on. Where do I stop the music? I don't know how to stop it. Hold on. There's gotta be able to stop the music to do this. I don't know how to stop it. Gah! Can't get the key out with the drum in the way. I find a way to stop the drum moving. I don't know how to do that. Oh, I did it. Okay. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Got it. Okay. I'm very smart. What could this key be for? The key has a condor mark on it. I take the condor key. Hold on. Closet is pretty big. Bags must have a lot of clothes. Someone's clothes. I don't think I'll be trying them on. At the back I can see a big overnight bag. Yes, right handbag at the bottom of the closet. It's a box with a classy looking pattern on the lid. The dresser includes a 3-part mirror, just in case you want to look at it yourself from every angle. Not what I meant to press. There's a soft chair in front of the dresser. The pattern on the fabric is the same as the sofa and armchair in the living room. The dresser is like one that a refined lady might use. Nail polish and lipstick are just some of the thrilling items in the box. Mag sure has a lot of makeup. A necklace, a mirror, and various other small accessories are lying about in a jumble. Makeup box covered in slightly cracked leather. Looks like it's empty. So nothing here. I think. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I can't examine the box itself, so. There are 3 pillows on the bed. Pillowcases smell brand new. Maybe Mags just washed them. Okay, it's the same thing. Pillows are springy and soft to the touch. Must have been pricey. Mags' quilt cover is bright red. This is Mag's bed. There's a pattern engraved on the headboard. Doesn't look like I'll ever have any reason to own a big bed like this. It's a chest of drawers. In my infinite wisdom, I'd guess that it's been re-varnished. Either way, she's clearly been using it a long time. There's a chest of drawers next to the bed. I'll take a look inside. A pair of leather gloves with an understated hue. It's a neatly folded pile of washcloths with a check pattern on them. Definitely worth investigating. What? Okay, Kyle. There's a lamp on the chest of drawers next to the bed. There's a lamp on the desk. It's been left on. I wonder what Mags was doing here. In this corner of the room is a wooden desk and a drawer. The floor is part of a threatening letter addressed to Mags. There's a slightly uncomfortable wooden chair in front of the desk. It's a fancy notepad. I can't see anything written on it. There's an inkwell on the desk. I'd say about half the ink has been used up. The quill pen is in a stand, very traditional. It's a black telephone. I have the same type of phone in my room. Okay, nothing. There's a ceramic vase on the table. Some of the flowers are pink and some are yellow. I think they're tulips. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. There's a small semicircular table pressed up against the wall, not a mark on it. A bookcase that's showing its age. Through the glass doors, I can see rows of books and discolored spines. I don't need to waste any more time looking at this. Bookcase that's showing its age. Okay. That all? Yep, that's all. A plant. There's a pot plant over on this side. Every branch has several long, thin leaves coming out of it. Oh, wow. There's a little table next to the bathtub. Convenient. The bathtub is immaculate. Does she ever leave anything dirty? There's a light pink shower curtain in front of the bath. The toilet has a wooden cover to match the rest of the decor. The bathroom mirror is oval-shaped. Like everything else under Mag's dominion, it's practically gleaming. There's a small lamp fixed to the wall. There's a sink on one side of the room. Well, it is a bathroom. There are cupboards underneath it as well. This is nothing like the room she rents out. I'm almost insulted. Okay. Well, despite what Frank seems to think, I can't find anything from Michael in here. All I've got to show for my part is part of a letter and a key with a condor mark. Maybe the key will lead to some sort of clue. Almost time to meet with Frank. Better make tracks before Mags come back. Mags comes back. Oh, Mags. Damn, if she saw me coming out of her room, my ass would have been grass.
Mr. Hyde, I apologize for before.
Don't worry about it. Maybe we can chat again sometime later.
As long as that's okay with you.
No problem.
Okay, good. Now I must be going.
Bye. Mags goes back inside her room.
Ah, Mr. Hyde. How did it go?
I managed to have a pretty good look around while you kept her busy. Problem is, I didn't find anything left behind by Michael and
I see.
It wasn't a total waste of time, though. I found this.
What have you got?
It's a key with a condor mark on it.
A key with a condor mark? Give it here, Mr. Hyde. And you should avoid trying to go any further in this investigation.
What? Not this again. You just used me. Why should I stop? Who are you to get? Who gave you the right to order me around?
I beg your pardon?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I've got plenty of things I still want to investigate. I have a feeling that key is going to open more than simply a door. If I'm lucky, I might even reveal some of the secrets around here.
Are you trying to say you intend to return to the 4th floor to search?
Damn right.
Then I'll tell you again. Stop. Oh. I forgot to put this all. Okay. Stop your investigation. There's no need to waste your time up there. I've searched it thoroughly enough.
Just because you haven't managed to find anything doesn't mean I won't. I've got a feeling I'm gonna get lucky up there.
Now you listen to me. Oh, what the hell? It's no use talking to you. Do whatever you like. I'll be on my way.
Hold it, Frank.
What is it?
What did you and Mags talk about here?
It was nothing important. We just took the opportunity to do a spot of complaining.
It didn't come up during the conversation at all.
It seems she was already aware of him leaving. But she's got no idea he's with Niall.
I see.
Anyway, I must be going.
If Frank gets all hot under the collar when the subject of the 4th floor comes up. Tony.
Yo! Didn't think you and old man Raver would be the sort to sit down together for drinks.
Yeah, well, we had things to discuss.
Hey, you're not trying to keep secrets from me now, are you?
And why would I want to do that?
No reason, I guess. Anyway, I need to tell you something, Hyde.
Tell me what?
It's about Betty. Don't know how to explain it, but it seems I've been given a second chance.
You don't say.
She told me that she thinks I've changed. For the better, too. And she wants to stick with me from now on.
Sounds like you're on to a winner there. Good job.
What I'm trying to say is that I owe it all to you, man.
To me? What the hell did I do?
If you hadn't been around, I would have been stuck drowning my sorrows, going nowhere. And then how would I have gotten in with Betty? I owe you one, man. Seriously.
Tony,
Before you say anything, I want to find a way to show you my gratitude. Anything you want, consider it done. Just say the word.
Easy, Tony. You don't want to start making promises you can't keep now, do you?
Give me a chance here, man. We don't have much time left in this old place, you know? I really don't want to leave it without having the chance to pay you back. If you think of some way I can help out, just give me a shout.
Okay, I'll think about it. Say, Tony, are you still short of cash?
I had a feeling you'd ask that. Do you really need me to answer? There's no way I'm gonna turn from rags to riches overnight, you know.
What if I told you I knew a way to make big bucks in next to no time?
I'd say you'd better tell me what you have in mind.
So, you're interested?
Just tell me what the deal is first.
You better promise me you're not going to spread this around, though. The truth is, there's a precious jewel hidden somewhere on the 4th floor.
A jewel? On the 4th floor? You are talking about this place, right?
Sure I am. It's known as the Scarlet Star, and it went missing 25 years ago. I only heard about it by chance, but what I heard seems to suggest it's sitting right here, this apartment building.
Say no more, man. I'm in. Tell me something. Let me guess. The plan is to get to the thing before we have to clear out, right?
Got it in one, Tony.
Far out.
I think it's fair to warn you, though. This could get a little dangerous. So tell me, are you still down with it?
Down like a clown, man. You think I'd pass up a chance to get in on this, get in on action like this? Just tell me what you need doing. Say the word and I'll get started.
Great.
So what are we gonna do first?
That's a good question. I guess a good starting point would be to meet up on the 4th floor. Meet up by the 4th floor fire door.
Got it. By the fire door on the 4th floor.
You better be careful not to go there together if we're spotted.
You think people will guess we're up to something?
Yeah, the people around here get real jumpy real quick.
Understood. I'll get going then. See you up there, Hyde.
Sure, I'll be up later.
10-4.
Tony leaves the cafe.
Hi, Claire. I just want to say hi to Claire. Can I help you with anything, Mr. Hyde?
No, not right now.
I'm gonna save again. Getting close to the end of the chapter, I think. I think this might be the longest video, excluding the Danganronpa streams, and I think maybe one of the Weird Route, Deltarune Weird Route videos, I think. I'm not quite sure. I got the fire door open, but we've got a new problem. There aren't any lights on in there. It's pitch black.
Of course. Meg said that the power was going to be switched off.
The next problem is, even if we find a light, we don't have any keys.
Yeah, I already know about that. They're the only people who have access to the keys are Mags and Dylan.
So if we ask Dylan, maybe he'll help us, right? What? You want to ask Dylan to try and get the keys from Mags? Nah, that'd take forever. But hang on, Dylan has his own set. He uses them to get here and look around. I think he got himself a set just for the 4th floor. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm positive. I know because he's opened the place up for me before. Then it's settled. I'll get those keys. Tony, we need to find something we can use to light the way in there. Leave it to me. And good luck getting those keys. Right. Okay, here goes nothing. Tony rushes off and heads downstairs. Alright, now to find those 4th floor keys. Hold on. It's a coffee table with nothing on it. Not even coffee. Oh, that's what that is. There's a chest of drawers next to the bed. The bottom drawer is open. There's a bunch of keys inside the drawer. This looks like what Tony was telling me about. Take the 4th floor keys. Drop the stairs. Hey, Tony. What took you so long? So, how did it go? Got a hitch, that's how. And you? Did you get the keys? Yeah. Knew you would, man. Here you go. I take the flashlight from Tony. Now I think it's about time we searched the 4th floor. Ready when you are. My God. Where do I have to go? Why is it in reverse? Why are these numbers in reverse? This is kind of. Why is this 406? Shouldn't this be 402? It's locked and I think the voices are going to help. Take out the 4th floor keys and unlock room 406. Hey, Hyde. What? Get a load of this safe. Safe, huh? Got any idea what's inside? Only one way to find out. Guess we need to take a look. There's a safe with a dial up against the wall. Looks like it's been here for quite a while. Won't budge. Here's the dial. Not a chance. Thing's rusted beyond repair. Not gonna move an inch. It's no good. This thing's not gonna open. I think we're gonna need some sort of tool. Maybe a crowbar will do the trick. You stay here. I'll go and grab one. Make it quick. Do you need a light? Nah, man. I've got another flashlight. Be back soon. Am I really gonna find the Scarlet Star up here on the 4th floor? Okay. Probably time I had to think about things so far. December 26th. My head was full of the things Will McGrath told me last night. I was visited by somebody in the morning. It was... Right. Dylan was the one who paid me a visit first thing in the morning. He was itching to find out what Will and I had spoken about. After calling Rachel, I caught the news about a jewelry robbery on the TV. He interviewed the store owner, who described the woman that appeared on the scene. The description reminded me of Marie, so I went and had it out with her. She fled to the roof and eventually confessed to me about it. Right. She told me about her brother and husband once working for Condor. She went on to say that Niall had forced her to play the part of the mysterious woman. I also had the opportunity to talk with Rex, who came to the roof as well. He let me in on the fact that his plans to expose Niall to the world. After hearing what Marie and Rex had to say, I learned that it was none other than Dylan who had been threatening her. We had a chat and he admitted to working for Niall. His job in the apartment was... Right. Dylan was placed in this building to keep an eye on Mags. While he did so, he was trying to uncover clues about the Scarlet Star. When I exposed him for what he was, he quickly fled from the building. Frank noticed that Dylan had vacated the building and asked me to fill him in. He told me about Niall and the connection it had with the LAPD. He also let slip that his goal was to expose Hugh Speck and regain his reputation. Lastly, he told me that the one who knew the location of the Scarlet Star was... Right. He told me that Michael knew the whereabouts of the Scarlet Star. He also said that he was sure that Michael had left behind some sort of clue. Thanks to Frank, I now know more about the Scarlet Star. I also learned that Niall was the organization behind Condor, and that Mags was connected to it all. After talking to Dylan and Frank, I head to Mags' room. I was keen on finding this so-called clue that Michael had left behind, and with Frank's help luring Mags away, I was able to search her room. Unfortunately, my search proved fruitless and I never found what I was looking for. Instead, I found... Right. I found a key which had a condor mark on it. Instead of handing the key that I found to Frank, I kept it. Tony and I made our way to the 4th floor to take a look around. There's a little doubt left in my mind that there are clues to be found here. But will it reveal the clues that Michael left behind? And where's the Scarlet Star hidden? Will I find something to shed light on the truth behind the incident with my dad? With any luck, everything will come clear once I find what I'm looking for. But as I think about it, I notice an uneasy feeling creeping into my mind. And that's the end of the 9th chapter. No, it's not. Oh, Tony. Out here. Kyle, no! Okay, that's the end of the chapter. Kyle gets fucking killed. He gets gassed. Anyways, we'll be finishing this game and finding out all the remaining secrets of Cape West. Of 13 years ago, 25 years ago, everything. Next time. Bye-bye!